and sweet, I wanted to give you a kind of breakdown and review of the 7artisans Vision Cinema Lens series. I went out and got my hands on the 12mm, 25mm, and 50mm lenses. I didn't get the 35mm, but it kind of piqued my interest. Saw them online, wanted to see what they were all about. I have been on this hunt for the best budget cinema lens, and I picked these up and got to spend a couple days shooting on them. And then, of course, wanted to give you the breakdown, the review, let you know what I thought, what they were like, and as always, pros and cons. I love pros and cons lists. But before we get into that, just kind of giving you a quick or a brief overview. 7artisans is kind of known to be a budget lens or an affordable lens, both photography and now cinema lenses. So these are an affordable or budget cinema lens. Wide aperture at t1.05, except for the 12mm, which is at a 2.9. These are for APS-C sensors, and the lenses all have this kind of nice vintagey look. Let's get into the pros and cons, starting with the pros. And the pros have got to be the price. First and foremost, these are unbelievably cheap for a cinema lens. They're on average below $500, the 25mm being the most expensive at about $550, and the 12mm at like $300. So unbelievably affordable. If you're looking to pick up a cinema lens, you can't go wrong with the price here. Which is also getting into the build quality. You would expect with a cheaper price, you're going to get cheaper quality, but it's not really the case with the 7artisans Vision series. A full metal body construction, super solid, really nicely made. I was actually really impressed with the build quality of these lenses. Just awesome. When it comes to the aperture and focus rings, buttery smooth, no issues there whatsoever. Not too tight, not too loose. I really enjoyed using these lenses, and the focus pull is at 270 degrees. Another pro is the extremely large aperture at t1.05, which is crazy. You are getting a super shallow depth of field with these lenses, again, except for the 12mm at the t2.9. So yeah, whether you want something unbelievably shallow or you're looking to get a little extra light in a dark situation, these can definitely come in handy. Speaking of focus, pretty much all the lenses have very little to no focus breathing. Like it's kind of there, but it's very hard to notice. So that's definitely a pro. There's a lot of lenses that I've used, cinema lenses too, that just have a ton of focus breathing, and it can cause a bit of a distraction. So these are doing great. Again, cheap lenses, they're doing great. Continuing with the focus, a pro for the 12mm has a great minimal focus distance at 5.5 inches away. So pretty dang great. The 50mm, which is a con, is just over 1.5 feet. So not the greatest there, but the 25mm isn't too bad either at 9 inches. These lenses can also be used with kind of any small matte boxes or like those travel matte boxes that can just pop on, with the front filter size being 82mm. So again, super helpful for accessories like matte boxes or variable NDs. So the last two pros I've also got kind of as cons, and that's the size. So the size is great for certain things. Great for travel, great for the weight. They're not hefty. So if you're looking for something small, portable, compact, these lenses are great. And the other pro but con is the image quality. So if you're looking for something with a little bit of character, that kind of vintagey look, I think these lenses are great. But before we get into the cons, we got to thank today's sponsor, which is Bearbottom Clothing. I've been working with them for a while now, and I can't speak more highly about them. They are incredibly comfy clothes, fit my lifestyle, which is adventure and active wear. So they fit great, they look great, and they also give back, which is amazing. So if you want to support this channel, if you want some amazing clothes, if you're looking for something new, make sure to click the link below in the description and check out Bearbottom Clothing. Literally my favorite clothing company, and I wear them always because they're great. So go check them out. But like I said, the size and the image quality can also be cons. So I want to get into that right now as well. When I am talking about character with these lenses, some people will see that as a con or as a flaw. These lenses aren't the sharpest lenses, especially when you're at T1.05. The further you get away from the center of the frame, the softer the image is gonna get. And so if you're looking for something that is just clinically perfect, these lenses are not it. These aren't for you. There is also some noticeable chromatic aberration. It's not crazy, but that's something that's definitely noticeable, something that I saw in the images when you are shooting in kind of like a contrasty situation, shooting into the light, you will see that chromatic aberration. So again, if you're looking for something that has zero chromatic aberration, these lenses are not for you. And then getting back to the size. There's a couple times, just because these lenses are so small, that I'd bump the aperture while trying to focus, or just kind of miss the aperture because it's so close to the camera body. And if you're used to bigger cinema lenses, those extend a little further out from the camera. So it can take a little sec to get to adjusting because they are so small. Another con, or it could also be a pro, if you're shooting on the 25, 35, and 50 mil, all of the aperture and focus rings are all the same. The 12 millimeter, however, is a lot smaller and it's not the same. So if you have a follow focus on there and you're switching the lenses, it'll be perfect for the 3, but if you're throwing on the 12 mil, you're gonna have to adjust. So that is maybe a con for you. Maybe you don't use a follow focus and then there's no issue whatsoever. I hope this has given you kind of this quick guide or review, breakdown, whatever you want to call it, to these lenses. I think in conclusion, to finish this off, who are these lenses for? I think these lenses are for anybody that's looking for a budget cinema lens and wants something with character. Like I said before, if you're looking for a clinically perfect lens, this is not the one for you. But if you're looking for something fun, something with some character, vintagey look with nice bokeh, nice shallow depth of field, and definitely not breaking the bank, I think these are great lenses. I think this is a great option for somebody that is just starting out, or somebody that is kind of dipping their toes in kind of the cinema lens world. This is a great place to start, or just something fun to grab to use for fun passion projects. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you've used these before. If you want to use these, let me know in the comments below. As always, if you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. It really does help and make a difference. And I'll see you on the next video.